decks. Not really my thing. Okay, we're gonna play this deck next. This is closer to a real deck. I have no idea how this will fare. But I built this deck a long time ago. It's kind of just green-white good cards. Not really anything fancy, actually. Just elves, and then mythics and rares. So, yeah, the mana base isn't great. It's an ally color deck. I have the one Westfall Abbey, which maybe is too greedy or not good enough because we don't really go wide. But for me, the idea behind Westfall Abbey is it's the way to make your elves matter a little bit more in the late game. If you just have a bunch of elves and like Lovestruck Beast tokens, you can turn them into an Orbandal. But yeah, aside from that, it's just elves, Selfless Spirits for Wrath, Stremoka's Command, just a good interactive card, and then Fleece Mainline, Voice, 1 Heart of Kieran, 3 Trackers, 3 Lovestruck Beasts, 4 Gideon, 2 Questing Beasts, 2 Avacens. The sideboard, we got Shaper Sanctuary for Black Deck, Stampede Sphere for the Lotus Field combo, Ooze and Rest in Peace for Graveyard. Declaration Stone, just because it's kind of just like a generically good card in case I misbuilt my deck and I need more removal in my main deck. Settle mostly for the black decks, but it's kind of good versus like the Prize Amalgam stuff. Knight of Autumn, just obviously like a Rex Age. Tragic Arrogance, the card I want to try versus the green decks, just because you can be like, hey, you get to keep your elf, you lose everything else. And then an Elspeth also for the green decks, just to be able to blow up like the giant creatures that outscale like Alta and stuff. Hopefully, see, obviously we're going to go like 1-4 with the deck full of real Magic cards and 3-2 with the Dragon deck, but I'm down either way. That was fun. I enjoyed the Dragon deck. Alright, let me change all my stuff really quick. Oh boy. I'm gonna mulligan this. Alright, let's get it. All elves. So even if I draw Gideon, I can't cast it. Don't think this is worth going to 5 over. This hand's obviously just all mana. But we'll see. I can play Gideon at least. I think the red match is probably fine, but it depends on, I just need to draw my 2-drops, like Voice of Resurgence and Fleece Mainline. Depending on what interaction they have, they can line up pretty well. And then obviously, if I could just like get ahead of them and have a Gideon and Avis and all that stuff. Like I think my nut curve beats theirs even if they have interaction. But it requires me to hit land drops and they can probably function better on less mana. So we'll see. The attack, I'm just gonna snap off the double block. I think there's any reason not to. I could Dramoka's Command to kill their Beaumont Courier, but that just doesn't seem like a thing I would at all be interested in. They could punish me if they had a way to give their Beaumont Courier 2 toughness, but I think that's pretty unlikely, so I'm just going to double block. Make sure to trade. Well, even though they played a bunch of spells, I think it's a bit too greedy to just jam the tracker naked. It's not mana efficient, obviously. I could use 3 mana this turn, and then if it got to live, it would be insane. But I'm at 18, so I'm just going to try to play a little bit safe and at least get the clue out of the deal. The YouTube should be down below. I hope the link works. Yeah, there you go. If you just click on the... Oh, you probably already got it. Eidolon. Alright. Well, that's actually not bad. This is an enchantment. Alright. Sure. Deal. You know, in a magical Christmas land... They only have 2 lands. In some crazy world where I draw, like, a Love-Struck Beast. Or... Oh, wait. Oh, I'm an idiot. I should have just made him sack it. Okay, that was the nut. I take a bunch of damage, but I think it's worth... I take 4, and then I just get a 3/3... Or no, I just... Yeah, so I just eat these 2 and take 4. I take 6, though? I think I'm gonna have to take a bunch of damage regardless. Oh, their hands all burn. Fuck. The shock, that's kind of awkward. I got excited, but it's really just not that good. I think maybe at their end step I should have just made them sacrifice an enchantment. I could play a tap land and just say go. The question is, how bad is it if I go to 11 versus their 3 cards and 2 lands? And I think it's pretty bad, but maybe it's not bad enough. Oh, this hurts so fucking bad. Oh, that works that way. Huh. That should make sense. That's awkward. So if you fight and they have Soul Scrummage, remember your guys get minus counters. Yeah, that's different than blocking, I guess. Sure, I mean, whatever. Probably doesn't matter that much. That's annoying. Yeah, our draw was just a bit too awkward. The draw wasn't even really that good, but like we need like a Gideon or a Love-Struck Beast. We need some sort of heavy hitter thing, and we just like mulligan into a hand with 3 elves, and they killed every single elf we played. The Dramoga's Command 2-for-1 was cool, but they had double Eidolon, so I just don't think it really matters. I could have played the Selfless Spirit first. Yeah, this sucks. But it just takes so much free damage, and the tracker can actually get bigger than this if it lives. I mean... Yeah, I think they basically got us in an Eidolon lock. We just... These Eidolons did like 15 points. Just gonna play into them. I just pray to God that they like never hit a land drop and they have a bunch of 2-mana spells, I guess. It's not gonna work the way I want it to, but I think this maximizes the likelihood that I can actually win the game. Yeah, I guess the specific burn version, my sideboard's not that bad. I think that like the big red version is a lot more popular, but I've got some Night of Autumns, so. Upstairs, yep. So I assume they just have a Lightning Strike as one of their last cards. Makes a lot of sense. They've not drawn a land. They've played 2 lands this entire game. Okay, so I guess that Beaumont plus Wild Slash. I'm so sure the last card's Wild Slash. I'm trying to think if I want to like keep this alive. I guess it's better to keep it alive. No, it's not. It doesn't make a difference. So I can draw Gideon. Am I gonna win? What the fuck? That is insane. Unless they're just like ultimate. Why? Just literally just a scumbag play for no fucking reason. Just slow roll. I guess just for information. Sure, it's for information. It's technically correct way to play. That's sad though. Fuck. Yeah. No, I mean, I can't be upset at my opponent. Like, it looks really scummy, but like, if you're playing it like the Pro Tour or whatever, that is literally the right way to play. So, like, it doesn't matter. It's not going to affect sideboarding, but I did show them a Love Struck Beast because they slow rolled me. So they played properly and actually got rewarded for it. So it looks super scummy. I don't think it actually is. I'm just being salty. But I think what they did is the correct way to play at the highest level, if that's what you're trying to accomplish. Alright, so I think that the Shaper Sanctuaries, it's a bit awkward, but I kind of want to try it. So Settle is a way... Nah, I don't care about Eidolon. I don't even think Eidolon's very good versus my deck. I think they just had... We both just had awkward draws, and their Eidolons ended up being really good. Yeah, I want to bore these in. So Selfless Spirit. I definitely want the Ooze. I think I want the Knights for sure. Tracker's kind of awful. It's just so slow. It's gonna be good against some of their draws. But I think my cards like Avacyn, Gideon, and Lovestruck Beast are just worth a lot more than most of their cards on average. So I get virtual card advantage that way. Plus if I just draw the Shaper Sanctuary. Yeah, that Wild Slash just definitely feels bad, but I probably shouldn't have reacted the way I did. If you like stop and think about it, it makes sense to make that play. Okay. 10 definitely plays. Probably just gonna jam the Fleece main line and force them to have Lightning Strike. And if they do have Lightning Strike and they use it in their main phase, we can play the Ooze. And then eat it, then they have to have another Lightning Strike. They probably have Roasts after board. And maybe like some other stuff, but... Same thing is good. This is part of why I think the matchup's fine. Like, I can just, like, I do have draws where, like, I have a bunch of cheap stuff that's just bigger and better than this stuff. Sure. At least it doesn't get exiled. Okay, so it's a Druid and Elf. I'm just gonna play Another lion and an elf. They have Chain Whirler. It's annoying-ish. I doubt that this version of the deck has Chain Whirler, at least in the main deck. They might not even have it in their entire 75. Just gonna get aggressive. I think they're probably pretty dead. Sure. Maybe if they have Skullcrack, but even then, it's not that bad. Get indestructible this. I don't think it matters. Just like I said, like Lovestruck Beast is worth like 2.5 of their cards. If they don't have roasts, they already used 2 roasts, so like, even if their hand is all great spells, I think I'm still pretty far ahead. It's a good way to catch up, but it's not that big. So they're worried about the indestructible from the Fleece main line, which is why they did that. Now if I just draw a land, I get to do it anyway. So I can trade Ooze for these 2. Could actually just attack with both. I think I like attacking with both. I'll just eat the elf if they double block, and then play the beast. They could double block here, but then they're taking 5. And then I can just eat the lion. That's a lot of roasts. Holy shit. And they have Frenzy? Good god. That's kind of terrifying. I was thinking about how like Frenzy would probably be the worst thing for me for them to have. But they're at least low. I think they can win now. Just kind of sucks for me. Alright, how do I want to navigate this? It's... I understand that the mana from the Llanowar Elf means I can indestructible the Fleece main line. But since they're at such a low life total, I want to be able to just like throw things in to get chip shot and like to force, like they're gonna have to chump as well, so it means that they're not always gonna be able to block the random 1/1s. And if I'm like attacking everything in over the course of 2 turns, I think I would like to be able to have that extra 1/1 instead of being able to indestructible this, because if I draw the land, I could still have that option. Alright, that one's kind of not that bad just because it spends so much of their mana. Lightning Bolt means this dies. They chump this. Yeah, they could definitely win. Oh, good god. Top card's wild side. God, am I really get... They just draw Dramoka's Command. It just completely obliterates their entire deck. That card's just so good versus Experimental Frenzy and Eidolon. I have a good draw, like Gideon starts pulling ahead. They just had every perfect answer. Perfect amount of lands, like literally perfect everything. Maybe they just string together some lands. It's so unlikely. I'm gonna sandbag. I boarded out the trackers actually. Doesn't really make a difference. I guess if I draw a Westfell Abbey, I should have played the land. This is the Abyss at least. Sure. Alright, so that's good for me. That's the type of turn I needed to have happen. Also, that's lethal. God. Ugh, I could not imagine in a million years that I was going to lose that land from the position I was, but then they just played the third roast into the frenzy, and I was like, wait a second. Everything, my brain just started fucking churning. Good God. All right. Do I want to board differently? I don't think so. Doesn't look like they have Chain Whirler. I think I like this configuration. Like, the Self of Spirit isn't great. Maybe I want the Heart of Kirin? The problem with Heart of Kirin, though, is if they just killed the big thing, leaving me with not much left. I'm just gonna like, stick with this. Self of Spirit's just like a cheap 2-power thing. You're alright with that. But I want my hand to be like Shaper Sanctuary Fleece Mainline. I don't think I could ask for too much more. This has a bunch of lands. Even though my elf's just gonna die, I think it's fine to keep. And they showed a bunch of roasts and frenzies. So it's still entirely possible they just have like a nut broken insane aggro draw, but it's less likely after board, which means that a card like Gideon's gonna maybe have a little more time to shine. That's the thing I don't want to see, but they didn't mulligan. So now I just want a 2-drop. I want a Voice Resurgence, Fleece Mainline, even Selfless Spirit. There's something that puts things into play. Sure. That's not it. Probably the literal worst draw in my deck. I at least have a curve though. Like, no matter what happens, I'm gonna get to play Knight of Autumn into Gideon. Now I'm gonna get to play Avacyn too. Alright, I don't hate this. So do I want to play it as a 4-3 or do I want to just gain the life? I'm just gonna gain the life, I think. Maybe they have Skullcrack. If they have Skullcrack, fuck me. So it could be Frenzy, it could be Chandra. I assume they have some sort of like expensive thing. Maybe it's just burn. I don't really know. If they're not doing anything on the third turn though. Stomp makes sense, kind of. Gideon looks decent into it though. And if they don't just cleanly kill the Gideon, it's gonna be pretty hard for them to kill it the turn after with the Avacyn. So we're at 18. Pretty head on board. I don't care about this 4-3. Okay, they get to kill it. Just gonna play another one and then make a 1-1. Don't really want to just like leave up Avacyn. It's a fine play. It's not bad, but it's reasonably likely my opponent just knows exactly what it is, tries to play around it the best they can. And I think it's a little better if I just like develop my board. The Avacyn's just gonna be able to do more, so. Okay, another removal spell. All right then. Still okay. Frenzy's kind of scary though. Maybe I'm supposed to Avacyn. I think what I said earlier is true, but like I need to kill them because if they draw Frenzy, that's their only realistic way back into the game. Like they're not gonna have a way to kill Avacyn at instant speed, I don't think. And this only attacks for 2 currently because I don't have the 1 power thing. I could double block it if they, yeah. I'm gonna miss the 1 point and just leave up the Avacyn. I could stop and like do the math, but man, all right. I mean, we have a lot of pressure. So I think we'll be okay. My opponent's just like, I didn't even look at what they hit off life to stage. I might have hit it off that. Kind of just rambling. So I can activate the Abbey. And then these are 4s. So I'm attacking for 12, 17. They could, they can actually block. I think I'm just gonna. Wait, do I have lethal? No, I can't get the 1/1. So this is 5, 8, 9. Yeah, I can like sweep their board. I don't think that's good. God damn it. They could definitely kill me next turn, but it would have to be a specific set of cards, I think. Maybe they couldn't. That's 17. Yeah, they would need Steamkin. There's like no way, right? It can't definitely kill me. 5 mana. Yeah, no, I think I'm good to go. The standard deck could maybe kill me. I love that I just like say things and immediately change my mind. Like, wait, Will, you're an idiot. Stop talking. That's not true. All right, cool. Well, I think that matchup's pretty good. And I think our opponent even kind of was on the right side of variance in a lot of spots. But yeah. I think that matchup's better for us than like the big red deck. Like Glorybringer is a card I don't want to play against. Kind of have to have Avacyn to be good against it. Heart of Kiran's okay, but yeah, Glorybringer's a huge beating. Chain Whirler is also really annoying, and I don't think that opponent had Chain Whirler, so this is a pretty easy keep for me. If they kill my elf, I can just play another one. So I'm gonna assume my opponent's playing mono black. I'm not sure how this matchup's gonna go, actually. I think my cards independently are more powerful, but their curve is lower. So they can get an advantage that way. Alright, so it's probably some green-black stuff. Could be blue-black. I'm just gonna gamble and hope that they're green-black. If they kill my elf, I can just play voice in a land. If they don't kill my elf, I can just play the tracker and get the land right away. If they can counter the tracker, it's pretty bad for me. But yeah. Can't imagine too many blue-black decks play the castle. Well, fuck. Okay, that sucks. We have a lot of mana sources, so we basically just need to start... We need to draw a lot more spells than lands at this point to be able to keep up. If I don't kill this elf and I just draw Gideon, I'll probably just win off the back of it. But voice is at least decent versus a bunch of removal. Okay, I guess it's removal spell. You like upkeep kill this? Right, drawing land is not good. It's actually very bad. This is one of those points in the game where like your win-loss percentage is just like jumps like 20-30 points depending on your draw steps. I think that was a really important turn. That might not be true, just because like I have some random stuff like Fleecemane Lion. Maybe their deck is not well equipped to deal with it if I can have them tap out and I have 7 mana because I just have all these lands. The Planeswalkers should be pretty good versus them. Why'd they shock? Yeah, I mean this is... Yeah, this is 2 cards, this is like 7 cards. You're another land or elf. Yeah. Big issue with this deck. I have 23 lands and 8 elves. It's 31 mana sources. I have the 3 trackers main to help sort of mitigate it. But yeah, if I get Thoughtseized and I just flood, like I think this would probably is going to happen a lot. Like if I played a bunch of leagues with this deck, I think this would keep happening, and I'd probably deduce that I needed to maybe I won't concede. Cut the elves or a land or something. What do I need to draw? I need to draw like Avacyn right away. But I know they have Murder Strider. Yeah, I'll just concede on my turn. I don't even... Well, I could just emblem the Gideon. I'm off it. This game is going to be a huge, entirely uphill battle. I think if I was going to, like, if I was playing at the Pro Tour or something, I would just, like, play this, ult it, pass, like, hope whatever the game goes in some direction where I draw Avacyn, and then I have, like, a few turns where I have good attacks, and then they don't have anything going on, but, like, they had the Liliana in play, they had the Mutavault and the Castle, plus the 4 cards I don't know about, or the 3 cards I don't know about, and the Murder Strider, so... Yeah, Liliana Last Hope is very good versus my deck, which means Chain Whirl is also probably very good, so maybe my deck just sucks. I think it's the case where I just need to draw the right half. I'm gonna board in the Ooze because they probably have some Delirium stuff. I'm gonna board in the Shaper Sanctuary because obviously they have removal. I don't think I'm gonna board in the Rips. I don't really know they're a graveyard deck, but like the Ooze can't be too bad, so I think it's fine to board in. This kills Courser, which is good, but I also have Dromoka's commands that I think I'm gonna leave in. Probably between one of these two. Don't think Declaration Stone is the type of card I want. Yeah, this is like when you play against these like green black decks. It really anyone who's played Modern knows how the games play out when you're playing like a deck like this. Like it just comes down to how you top deck because they're gonna discard your spells, and if you draw timely spells, you can pull ahead really quickly. But if you don't, like if you just flood out, which my next prone towards doing. So I think this match is probably gonna be rough. I have 61 cards. I think going for my main deck. What am I talking about? I'm gonna trim an elf. Let's try that. This deck doesn't. Yeah, maybe elves are just bad. Like I think maybe it's a 6 elf deck. You have so many 2-drops that you don't need to go 1 into 3. Also, the way the format's set up. God damn it. Mulligan is not good, but this hand's fucking horrible. But the way the format's set up, like everyone can kill elves. So maybe I was supposed to keep it. I don't know. I think the game's probably over. Let's make sure to keep 2 spells. Or 2 lands, because I'm so low on resources. I want to just like hit draw lands naturally, I think. Yeah, this one's not happening. I think I'm gonna mulligan land tracker actually. Yeah, we're on the play. We mulled the 5 versus a Thoughtseize deck. I don't think this one's gonna work out. Immediately draw a 5-drop. The problem with keeping 3 lands is like it helps me cast spells, but like I need actual resources. And if I just keep the 3 lands and I draw like, let's say the next 8 cards, I draw 3 or 4 lands or whatever, I'm just gonna be super far behind. Silver Advocate, what the fuck? Alright, maybe we can win. I don't know why my opponent has Silver Advocate in their deck. That was a really good draw. I doubt it matters, but it makes my clock really fast. I get that for 7 next turn, and then I have 10 power, assuming I find a way to accrue the heart. Their hand has to be so bad for me to win, but it's definitely possible. Like, maybe they just miss a land and they have like Courser or Tracker or something slow. They had a land. Just gonna play the elf. Maybe I get the Gideon. There are some universes where they ignore the elf. I mean, not when I'm mana screwed. I mean, no intelligent player should. But maybe they do, and I get to go Gideon into Avacyn and just steal the game that way. Questing Beast. Okay. I have the heart. 9. I thought they don't have a land. Yeah, it's not doable. I'm not winning if I just block though, so I guess I'll just pretend that I live in a world where their hand is just 100 green spells and no no lands. I mean, even then, I can't beat, like, blockers. Yeah, I think land does it. Whatever. Rolled to 5. Matchup seems pretty bad. I think it's winnable for sure, but a little rough. GG's. I don't know what I could really do. Keep 7, but like besides that, I don't know what cards would help that matchup. Just planeswalkers, basically. Avacyn seems superb, but they have Thoughtseize, so it's not always going to work the way I want it to. I wonder how bad it is. Like, it seems not good, but I wonder if it's like horribly unwinnable or like 55-45. A lot of lands. This one is a pretty good hand to have 5 mana sources. I'm gonna keep on the draw. Kind of sick of mulliganing. I think this hand's borderline anyway. Hopefully we just draw like a 2-drop or an elf. But yeah, so far green-white doesn't seem like it's the truth. Seems fine, but doesn't seem like better than what the other decks have going on. I just don't think Gideon's that good of a card in the format. It's kind of slow. It's really, really horrible versus Questing Beast. Not that many decks play Questing Beast. But it's also bad versus Glorybringer. I think Dromoka's Command's a pretty strong card. But it's an awkward card too. Alright, great games of Magic tonight. Are they just like main phase 2? Okay, what the fuck? Whatever. Well, I drew perfectly. God, these games suck! I wonder if it's the nature of the format, or... Okay, so... Oh, they're probably Soul Flare. I can't beat that shit. I have Rest in Pieces, but... Alright. Is that 3? What the fuck? That's really lucky. Okay. I think I can beat it. It's mildly annoying, though. Trying to think if I want to attack with the 1/1 or not. I definitely want to play the Lovestruck Beast. I don't know if attacking with the 1/1 really accomplishes that much. I trade here. The 1/1's not going to be good against these, though. But it means the Beast can attack. I have another Lovestruck Beast, though. Yeah, I think I don't. Just in case, like, I want to Questing Beast and attack with Lovestruck Beast. Damn, dude. I thought I had a freebie, and then there was, like, Narcomoeba double prized among them. Fuck. Alright, I think we're doing alright. It's just scary. Like, it has a lot to do with the rest of their hand. But this stuff isn't unbeatable. Like, if they double block on the Lovestruck Beast, I can, like, put the counter on the Fleece main line and fight. Now this can just jump. Pretty freely. And... if they ever hit another Narcomoeba, these will just come back. This has a lot to do with how they block. I guess I'm gonna gamble. I think they might block everything on this. Because then if they just hit an Archamoeba. This play isn't great, but if they can't get the prize amalgams back, it gives me a little bit of tempo. The indestructible on Fleeceman line doesn't really matter, I don't think. I just have to pray they don't hit an Archamoeba off their next mills. This deck seems so bad. It's just like Coin Flip City. I hate it. No Archamoeba. They missed. Yippee. Oh, they're gonna hit, even if they don't hit this turn. I guess I still probably just shove. Could just attack there. Letting them mill 9 seems really bad. If they mill 9 and they miss on Archamoeba, I just win the game. So it's 3 out of 32 cards. They mill 9. I mean, I don't know if they're favored, but... maybe it's what I'm supposed to do if I want to try to win. So if they hit an Archamoeba, do I die? With 3 amalgams, so it'll be at least 7. Probably not. It's gonna be hard to win, though. I think this gives me the highest percentage point chances of being able to win. They just have to miss on Archamoeba. Yeah. But, like, they're at 19. I have to hit them for 4 so many times. They probably have, like, Grizzly Salvage, Gathered Attack, all that shit. Wait, did this not trigger? Am I missing something? Did they not mill this? Oh, they blocked with it. You fucking idiot. God damn it. Alright, my bad. I guess the triggers went on the stack and I just saw it go in the graveyard at the same time. Alright, well, God bless. 5/5, sure. Oh, they did a Haunted Dead. I didn't see that. Fuck, dude. I'm so blind. Oh, shit. This block's here. Haunted Dead. Back at least double amalgam. I think this deck's still good. They're probably just gonna block here. duels? Maybe they want to time walk me? Like a chronic wind or something. Okay, so they have one in their hand. They have one card left. They can eat my entire hand with whatever this card is. Sure. The last card an angler? This is 5/9. If I draw a Gideon and they don't have anything, I could just ult it and kill them. Okay, I feel like they got a little bit too aggressive. Maybe not. I guess this makes it okay. Do I want to attack into this? It's gonna hit a fucking Narco move, right? They have a Haunted Dead anyway. Yep, coin flips all day, baby. Flipping coins. Praying to God. Okay, I think that means I'm probably dead. I could draw a Westvale Abbey. You just have another Driven to spare. Here. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, if they have another Driven to spare, I die. But they need a land as well, so. Okay. Just cast on into cast creep. Okay. It's pretty close. Yep. Damn. That was close. Alright, so I want Ooze, Rest in Peace, Declaration Stone, Settle Wreckage, and I think I want Elspeth? Maybe not, maybe that's not good, but what do I not want? Tracker seems not great. I think I want all my elves. Voice is medium. Fleeceman line's not even that good. I wonder if Voice is better. Voice is a nombo with Rest in Peace. Selfless Spirit's also pretty bad. Maybe I just do this. Seems fine. We went 3-2 with the dragon deck. I was dead in the air, right? You said 2 1/1 flyers. That was it too. Yeah, I beat like mono red, some Sultai Eldrazi deck. I don't remember the other deck I beat, and then I just got crushed by blue white twice. Obviously, my mythic rare dragon deck was defeated by counter spells and Teferis. What are the odds? I don't know if I'm supposed to go down the rabbit hole of mulliganing into Rest in Peace. This hand seems pretty good. There's no way. I'm stupid. I have news. There's just no world I mulligan this. This hand's great. I can even activate my ooze in the second turn. That's how good my hand is. I know that it's not very good to use ooze like this, but I think I want to be aggressive. If I just draw a white land, like even if they kill the ooze, if I just draw a white land, like they're not really, it's hard for them to kill ooze and progress what they're doing, and if I draw a white land, it puts me so far ahead. I get so much damage so quickly. Not leaving up the green activation maybe is loose. Like, I could just get owned by an Archimedes plus a million prize Amalgams. Now I'm remembering that they hit double Amalgam on Archimedes. It's actually pretty unlikely to do. I wonder the math on that. Yeah, I think, like, this card is just so fucking bad. It's good if you were, like, an absolute luck sack, but, like, any normal game, it's just not even close to a Magic card. Yeah, this hand was just not perfect. Yeah, I guess I don't care about this one though. Again, I could leave up the ooze, but I think this puts me pretty far ahead. Like, even if they mill perfectly, they're still in a pretty bad spot. I also have the flyer. I had one Dramoka. I had 2 big Chandras. There was a game I kept 6 lands, the 6-mana uncounterable Chandra, and then like my opponent just like missed their 3rd land drop and conceded to a Sarkhan. I was like, chat, I'm gonna beat this person with 6 lands and the big Chandra, and then obviously they just like couldn't play the game and lost. Turn, boss. Yeah, I mean, there's just like 2 sides to the coin of this deck. It's like double prize Amalgam, 1/1s. 1/1s and nothing more. Also, like, I don't understand, like, even when you do your broken graveyard stuff, like, is it better than just playing Elf into Lovestruck Beast into Ghalta? It's like, not really. I guess this deck probably smashes. I shouldn't say that. It smashes blue-white control, whereas, like, the mono-green deck can't ever beat blue-white control, so that's probably the difference in the dynamics of the deck. That's not true. The mono-green deck can definitely beat blue-white control. Can I sideboard? There you go. Alright, nothing really changes. I'm gonna keep again. Just want to have Rest in Peace and kind of nothing else. Like the ooze didn't even matter. I used it to eat all Undead, but I mostly played it at turn 3 Gideon. Okay, so we have ooze again. We have a 1-lander on the draw. I think that that's acceptable though, because we have an elf. I'm kind of down to keep this hand. I wouldn't fault anyone for mulliganing. There are worlds on the draw though where like you just keep Rest in Peace and lose because they go off in the second turn. Shan doesn't have white mana. I have at least 2 things I can do. It has ooze. I'm just gonna keep. On the play, I think I would mulligan even if I knew I was against Dredge. Maybe I wouldn't. Yeah, we might just lose because we don't draw land. That'll be my fault, but always lucky. Didn't hit Haunted Dead. I think the best draw, in my opinion, for this deck is you play a Supplier, you mill Haunted Dead, and then you just discard as many Amalgams as you possibly can. So, they didn't do that. Just good news. Probably like respond. Okay, they don't have Grizzly Salvage? I thought they were going to respond with Grizzly Salvage, but I mean, they can. It's a little awkward. They might just have a removal spell for ooze. The thing is, if they don't have a removal spell, I think it's just good to have this in play to disrupt things like Narcomoeba. If I don't delve, so they have 3 cards. I think this deck only plays Angler, so that's the one delve card I have to think about. You think like Modern Dredge or this format Dredge? Modern Dredge gets that that fucking, what is it, an Ox? There's like some Ox that's just disgusting in the Modern Dredge deck, or it looked disgusting when I read it. I don't know if you're talking about that or you're talking about this format. Yeah, you're talking about the Ox, okay. I mean, maybe it'll be good in this one. I hadn't really thought about it. Just like, specifically with the mechanic Dredge, that Ox is disgusting. What, it's like draw 3 or something? Alright, well hopefully they can't do anything too powerful. You get to play Gideon. It's another issue with this deck. Like, you draw your sideboard cards and then your deck just doesn't function. Okay, well, that is salvage. Good Haunted Dead, Decimator, Bronze, sure. So now I need to figure out if it's better to play Gideon or Questing Beast. I think I'm overthinking it, and it's just like always Gideon. Yeah. Okay, so they're probably gonna Haunted Dead. Hopefully they don't have like 2 amalgams in their hand. So what's the math on this? They block here, take 6 to... Okay, so it's 12. Yeah, I think it's better to just play the 1-1, or make the 1-1. It could double chump, but it only saves 2, so I don't know if that's worth doing. I mean, if I open my mouth, if I say I don't want a thing to happen, double amalgam. I jinxed it, chat. I fucking jinxed it. Okay, big game. It's not lights out, but it's pretty annoying. Might be lights out. Okay, that mill doesn't matter too much. Yeah, I have a lot of trouble dealing with prized amalgam. The rest of this shit isn't that big of a deal, but can't really get through this card. I have the Dramoka's command though. They hit another Haunted Dead, and they can always just block with this Haunted Dead, so they're just going to keep coming back. The one thing I do have is like the tempo advantage from the fact that they come back tapped. But it doesn't matter with Haunted Dead, I guess. Maybe I'll just draw Rest in Peace. Yeah, that card looks really, really fucked up for older formats. Probably the first ever legendary Ox, so that's exciting.
They say humans are social animals. Can't live alone.
Okay. That's not what I thought they were going to do with their turn. Awkward potentially between Gideon Emblem and Love Struck Beast because I can't get 1/1s. Maybe I don't want to emblem the Gideon anyway. It's probably bad to attack with the 5/5 Gideon. I should have just made it 2/2. I wouldn't have good attacks yet. But if I can just go wide enough, I might be able to go more wide than they can. I don't want to lose like Decimator provinces, but that's maybe a ways off. So if I attack here,
so it doesn't matter if I'm there or not, right?
You were just afraid they'd
doesn't really accomplish all that much, does it? They just double block, I Dramoka's command, then they Haunted Dead, get the things back.
You distanced yourself from the whole thing.
I'm just gonna go wide, I guess. I think I'm better at developing my board than they are when I have this Planeswalker in play. I don't think they have anything of note in their graveyard. Is their last card Decimator? Is that why they cast Crippling Chill? I don't even know what this card does. I know it's like Creator of. So +2/+2 trample, so it's 5, 10, 7, 17, 4, 21, 23. So you get 5 trample through. It's gonna be possible. I guess they conceded? My moto's been lagging so horribly lately. Alright, cool. I think we were going to win from that position. And I guess it makes sense to just play the Creeping Chill. Even if your card in hand sucks, like, unless the Prize Amalgam dies. Alright, let's look at the card. Discard your hand, draw 3. Yeah, this card's just gonna be so... like, imagine if Faithless Looting was legal and you just, like, Faithless Looting next turn dredge, and then just like get this back, dredge more. It would just be so absurd. I mean, you can still do that with Neonate, right? Exile 8. So if you go like fetch land, Neonate, dredge 5, that's 7, and then fetch land again would be 8. But counting itself would only be 7. So I guess you couldn't really put it in play on turn 2, but said foils are $38. Goddamn. Yikes. What do I think D Stern is playing? Ramp. I don't know. So I'm just gonna keep double line to try to be aggressive and hope that Selfless Spirit is gonna be good in the similar spots where Voice is gonna be good. Yeah. Mono black, boo. Kinda wish I had the Voice. Why you need breaking and entering, maybe. But like, I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably try it. Probably try it at some point. Maybe that'll put the prize Malvin decks over the top. Well, it's a pretty nice spot to be in when your opponent Thoughtseize is a card you have 2 of. It could mean that it probably means they just have Fatal Push. I could just play Selfless Spirit, but they might just play like a Scrounger or something. Okay. They Selfless Spirit. Wow. Play Elf over the Selfless Spirit. Might be Spawn of Mayhem, which is gonna be a nightmare to beat. I don't think I could ever block though. Okay. Land. Alright, I mean, this isn't the best, but it's not the worst. They can kill the Gideon, but I get to eat. I guess if they want to kill the Gideon, I get to eat the Knight. What's up, Wings fan? It'll probably be on YouTube. I think I'll upload it. It was not the most exciting league, but so this just takes their turn. I'm kind of down. I don't really get ahead, but they're just not doing anything, and I still have the Planeswalker in play. If I draw a land, I just get to indestructible this Fleece main line. They probably can't beat that. Also very good. So I think I'm just gonna make a 2/2. I could attack. Yeah, they kind of just didn't have any of the good cards. I guess this is Rankle. That does anything. Sure. They can grow the Knight. So I could actually just sack the Lovestruck Beast, interestingly enough. And then just double Emblem. So this would be 4/4/3/3/5/5. Could also just Emblem and then make it 2/2. Or I could just like sack a 1/1 and then just serve. That's probably best. So that's 4. Get a 1 if they block here and here. Can I die? It's just like nowhere. Oh, this attack sucked. I'm trolling. I mean, maybe it's okay. That would just be like 6. Just gave him a good block. I think that attack sucked. I don't know if it could possibly matter. Can we kill this? So these are the Abyss. Can't only attack here. This game worked out pretty favorable for me. Yeah, for sure. I actually really like Knight of the Ebon Legion. I think it makes pretty interesting gameplay, and I think it's like rewarding when you play well with it. And so, am I missing something here? Oh, they just die if this happens. Yeah, I haven't really like analyzed much of this stuff from the new set, but the Titans look really cool. They're interesting. Like, I haven't really thought about how you're supposed to apply them. Obviously, like graveyard decks and stuff, but yeah, I mean, that was just a game where their draw wasn't very good, and then we just drew well. I think we played to our outs pretty well, and things just worked out in our favor. But I think that a kind of mopey draw with just a bunch of shitty gutter bones. Okay. Definitely want to settle. Elspeth's probably medium. I think I want the Declaration Stone. It's not perfect, but I think it's good enough. Do I want Elspeth? I don't think so. I don't believe I want Rest in Peace. Ooh, seems good though. So these seem important, just counteract Rankle. I think Tracker's fine. I'm gonna trim 2 Elves in the draw, just since they're a Thoughtseize deck. I don't want too many mana sources. They might have Liliana afterboard. Jamoka's command's also kind of loose. I don't even know if Gideon's that good. I think it looked good that game, but I think I'm down to trim 1. I think I want all my 2s. I'm gonna try this configuration. I think there are other cards I could consider. I don't really know. I don't like obvious power creep. I don't know, man. The last two sets are just a complete disaster. There's a lot of, like... It's hard, though, because there's, like... People overlook the good, like, entirely. Because it's easy to do when, like, your game is ruined by these, like, few obvious things. But yeah, it sucks. I don't know. Just ban more cards. Stop printing stupid stuff. Or play Limited. Limited's probably just great. I wish I played more Limited. I think it's pretty good versus Thoughtseize. Yeah, this deck kind of just feels like a bad Collected Company deck. Or like it should be a Collected Company deck, maybe. I don't know. Gideon's been kind of good. God, this hand is just so good. I wonder what they have. Probably a bunch of removal, but even then, like, not taking tracker is kind of rough. Maybe they're trying to tempo me out. Hopefully they don't have two Thoughtseize. Immutable, so. The answer is no. So this thing can block. I guess I'm just gonna play a Questing Beast. Could trade the Ooze for Immutable. I don't think that's good. Main card I'm worried about is Murder Shredder, I guess. They can't block. Okay, so this is 3, so I can make 5. Make this 4 though. I think it's still double block cleanly. Guess I'm just gonna attack with the Questing Beast and then play Tracker. Well, the thing about offering the 2-for-1, I guess from my perspective, I didn't think about it a lot, is like, I don't really care about denying the mana. I don't really care about their 4-drops. I'm mostly worried about, like, if I just trade and then they go Swamp Murder Strider, I think it's worse for me that I traded than that I didn't. Because then I can just grow the Ooze. I could potentially grow the Ooze to a point where I can, like, trade better, but maybe that's not the case. I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to trade. Our draw was so good that game. I just drew perfect. Couldn't have asked for much more. I don't know if that's indicative of how that matchup plays out, but I could see it being okay for us. Did we lose to it? I don't remember what we lost to. Red player? I don't know. All these, I have such a horrible memory. All these matches just blur together so quickly. That's funny. Use them for vehicles. Yeah, I don't, well, I can pull up the cards, I guess. So it's this and this. So it's 2-mana 6/6. Yeah, I guess you could trigger Kiora. Yeah, what weird cards. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to make out of them. I have not thought about it. They look sick. They look badass. I totally forgot to tweet. Sorry. What a hand. Do I keep this? I'm not gonna try it. It's pretty awkward. It's like all tap lands. I'm on the draw though. That's kind of borderline. I'm not really paying attention. Okay, they kept 7. This looks like Fatal Push. Nice they don't have a 1-drop. At least it's gonna mean the game's not gonna end on like turn 4. Maybe we'll get to a point where the Gideon matters. Or maybe they're just playing like the Dredge deck or Soul Flare and I just get crushed. Those, yeah, both those decks seem like kind of rough matchups. Yeah, with cards like, oh my god, why? Every time I look away, why does this happen? Stop. Alright, it's not that bad. These cards all suck. And I drew a forest. Sorry. Yeah, like, Wayfinder was the first card I thought of when I saw the gods. Just like, put this in my Wayfinder deck. Yippee. I'm dead. GG. 'Twas a GG. That's a lot of Archibus. Alright, well. Everything else is going to be gone. Maybe not. It's not everything. So if I leave this back with another blocker, I'll discard 3. And I guess I'm going to keep Gideon and pray to God I draw a land. Double block here, the Selfless Spirit dies. I mean, even if I miss, I just play a Love Struck Beast. They could kill the 1/1, but then I get to keep the Selfless Spirit, so. Seems okay. I mean, maybe I could just race their stupid Dark Amiibos. Yeah, Grizzly Salvage, any of that stuff. Just like Wayfinder, like it's a graveyard enabler, and then it helps hit your land drops too, so it's a lot easier to just get to the 4 mana or whatever you need to bring them back. Tome Scour might be the scariest of all. Relax, alright? Don't call Tome Scour scary. Call it maybe more respectable. Oh shit. Oh, not yet. But I thought that was the second half of this. This is bad. Fuck. Alright. Can I just not attack with the Wayfinder? That's better if not worse. Alright, bud. I'm not gonna lie, I talk a lot of shit on Narcomoeba, but it's fucking me up right now. Well, I'll attack you with my things. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's two sides of the coin with this deck. You either do the broken thing where you win on turn 3, or you do nothing and die. And sometimes this doesn't work out, right? Like if I just curved it, I mean, no, yeah, this was just unbeatable actually, right? I didn't like miss land drops or anything. I just discarded a land. The game's not even over. I mean, it's probably over, but. They probably just have a bunch of prize amalgams in their hand now. I didn't see them discard this. Once it's Battle Screech, that's true. It's a good point. So I don't want them to be able to nab my 1/1. I think I'm supposed to attack with Bolt though. The game's over. Just going through the motions. So if they have 1 amalgam and I block it, I take 6 to 3. Then this can't attack, but I could draw a 1/1. That 2 amalgams, I'm dead on board. Right, it's 3, 6, 9. It's still worth attacking though. Definitely not gonna win the game if I don't try to kill him. Now shut up. Alright, I can be wrong all the time about everything. It's allowed. Oh shit. Alright. This is the first time I've ever seen that. I should let him put it on this deck. I'm a scumbag. This is the Decimator thing now. It'll be 7, 7, 9, 16, and 3. 19. Oh, they go on the stack. Alright, beautiful. Alright, they're gonna have the Decimator, and we're gonna get them with the Settle. Right, what did I board out last time? I don't even remember what I boarded out. Was it these? Oh, I never boarded out the voices? Sideboarded? Whatever. Good enough. Perfect. Perfect sideboarding. Or merging with the Ox. Yeah. It's weird. Normally I get like super hyped about spoilers and start building decks like crazy. I haven't gotten to that point yet. Alright, always ooze, never rip. It's okay. Last 2 times we had ooze, we won. So it's gonna happen again. I think this happened the same way last game, and I guess I'm just gonna do the exact same thing. Holy shit, dude. Come on, these games. Am I playing modern? What is this? We play. Come back. Alright, we got him. Alright. I'm not drawing this castle. I haven't been too keen on the Westvale Abbey either. I think the castle and the Westvale Abbey can both go in confidence. I'll go 5. I don't hate going to 5. Like, this hand's obviously good. Let's see if they mulligan. If they kept, I think I'm gonna go to 5. They mulligan to 5. This is nice insurance for the prize amalgam stuff. Even like 3 Narcomoebas or whatever. One Elspeth, but not Tragic Arrogance. I mean, I don't know. Tragic Arrogance doesn't seem like a particularly effective card versus them. Like, it's definitely cute that I can like make them keep a Haunted dead, but I think I can actually stall out the board with Elspeth tokens. I don't really know what Tragic Arrogance accomplishes.
I'll be waiting for you.
Well, I guess this is probably Grizzly Salvage. It's not what I want to see, but not gonna be even nothing else. That's fine. Dude, adventure creatures are so broken. What the fuck? I feel like I just like play against random decks and clusters when I play in these leagues. It's always like random Dredge League, random Mono Red League, random Mono Black League. I think it's better, because obviously it's just a chance I just draw land. It's better to just play the beast than to play the quest next turn. The quest and beast next turn. I guess they're both beasts. The love struck over the questing. I'm dead. 3 cards. Well, that's a good card to draw. think of too much that can go too wrong for me. It's gonna be hard for them to race, I think. Doesn't do anything. I can cast a 3/3. Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to attack with the 1/1 because if they block it, they die. I don't think I'm going to block with the 1/1, so yeah, I was just trying to decide if I want to attack with the 1/1. Alright, well, we went 4-1, we beat mono red, 2 dredge decks, and I don't remember something else. Did I felt fine? It's just like rares and mythics. But yeah, it felt okay. Like, our cards were good. We beat a mono black deck as well. I don't even remember what we lost to, but oh yeah, I didn't think about this matter. Whatever. But yeah, the sideboard seemed good. The main deck seemed at least solid. We had Avacyn a lot and it didn't matter. I don't think we ever cast it, but I still think it's a pretty good card with the way the format looks. These two can probably go. I want to try 7 or 6 elves, I think. Never really got to use the Heart of Kirin. Maybe you don't need that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, when you go 4-1 in the league, it's hard to feel like your deck's too bad. Like I said, though, I think that this is probably just better as like a Collected Company deck. I think Collected Company is just a more powerful card in the format than Gideon. I just think there's like a lot of things that didn't exist when Gideon was in Standard that made it that would have made it worse. That being said, I don't think it could be too bad, but like things like Questing Beast and Glorybringer, I guess Glorybringer was part of that format, but it's not that easy to protect your Gideon. Like you can chump with Selfless Spirit. But yeah, like our good curves felt pretty strong. Like a lot of the games we just went like Lovestruck Beast 1/1 into 2-drop and a Lovestruck Beast into Gideon. And outscaled pretty quickly. Mono green seems kind of tough. Maybe you need some sort of like Conclave Tribunal, like Oblivion Ring type effect to deal with something like Ghalta. All we have is Dromoka's command. I have like Declaration that's down in the sideboard. So maybe there should be some number of these in the main deck. Maybe I'd try something like this. Just a little bit more removal. I like the 3 trackers. I think you could play 4 too, depending on how you were feeling. But I think it helps mitigate the flood from just having a bunch of mana sources with elves. But yeah, I don't know what I want the last spell to be. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just leave that up to you. I don't think you want another land. I think you could even play 22 lands. You could play 23 lands and maybe 1 utility land. Maybe get the plains, add another castle back. I think that Abbey is a little bit too costly if you want to go like Elf into Gideon. It's pretty awkward to have a colorless land in your deck, as well as like usually have a bunch of 2-drops that cost multicolor. So, but yeah, I mean the deck felt fine. Like if you like playing mediocre green-white decks, have at it. Like the upside of this to Company, I think is it's a little easier to play. Oh, obviously you just play things that aren't 3 mana or less creatures, and I think you can get away with condensing your curve a little bit more when you aren't playing Company, just because you can just go like 1, 2, 3, 4 and have a natural curve. But when you have company, you want a lot of 3s, so you kind of have to rely on elf into 3-drop, and then they kill your elf. Your draws can be awkward. So I think like this deck's probably a little bit better when it's elf dies than a company deck would be, but my gut feeling is that it's just better to play collect a company than getting allies in the car. Questing Beast looked really good. Every time I play against it, it's looked good. I think this is one, I haven't played with this card a lot. This was one of my first times playing with it, and it felt great. Love Struck Beast is like obviously just broken. It's just a stupid magic card. Elves are busted. Fleecebane Line didn't feel insane, and neither did Voice, but I mean, they're 2-drops. Like, they can't be too broken. I think they're okay. I think they'd probably take a little more testing to get a feel for, but I'm not... It definitely, to me, it doesn't feel like I want to cut either of them. So, I wasn't unhappy with them. So, yeah. Maybe try a third Dramoka's Command. I think this card's pretty good in the format. Like, I think it's really good versus the red decks. I think it's decent versus the blue-white decks just because they have, like, some enchantments. And then getting to, like, get them at instant speed is kind of nice. It's not great, but, like, if you're going to have a removal spell, having a removal spell that can kill enchantments is kind of nice versus blue-white compared to, like, a Doomblade. Yeah, if you don't want to play the Dramoka's Command, maybe just play all 4 trackers. Courser's a thing you could try. I actually like that. Just because of Fleecebane Line, like, you end up wanting more mana than you'd think. And hitting land drops was a thing that I kind of wanted to do. That didn't happen all the time, so... Yeah, I would try a Courser over a Tracker. I think having diversity is worth it. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for tonight. It's a pretty good stream. We 3-2'd with 5-color dragon nonsense. And then we 4-1 with the green-white deck, so... I'll take that.